Stop me if you've heard this one before. You have something important to do. You know it's important, but instead of doing it, you are currently watching a YouTube video about how to stop procrastinating. Right now, you probably have this heavy, sinking feeling in your chest, a voice telling you that you're lazy, that you're broken, that you lack discipline. Well, I have good news. You aren't lazy, you aren't broken, you are just fighting against the laws of physics. The truth is, procrastination has almost nothing to do with your work ethic and everything to do with friction. Your brain is an efficiency machine designed to save energy. When it sees a scary task, it pulls the emergency brake. It's not a moral failing, it's biology. But we can fix this. We don't need to fight your brain. We just need to trick it. Today, we're using a 3-step friction removal protocol to turn that mountain of work into a slippery slope you can slide down effortlessly. Step 1. Shrink the task until it looks ridiculous. In physics, there's a concept called activation energy. It takes a massive amount of fuel to launch a rocket off the ground, but once it's in orbit, it glides effortlessly. Procrastination is just high activation energy. You look at a task like write a 10-page essay, and your brain sees a massive energy cost. So it says, no thanks. To beat this, we use the 2-minute rule. The rule is simple. You are not allowed to do the work. You are only allowed to do the first 2 minutes of it. If you need to study, your goal isn't study for 2 hours. Your goal is open the textbook. That's it. If you need to go to the gym, your goal is put on your shoes. Why does this work? Because of inertia. Objects in motion tend to stay in motion. The friction is all in the start. Once you open that book or put on those shoes, you've broken the seal. You've paid the activation energy tax. Most of the time, you'll naturally keep going. But you have to give yourself permission to stop after 2 minutes. This lowers the stakes so much that your brain's fear response doesn't even trigger. Step 2. Make the first step stupidly easy. For many of us, especially if you deal with anxiety or ADHD, we face the wall of awful. It's the emotional barrier that builds up around a task the longer we put it off. So, how do we get over the wall? We don't. We put a door in it. We need to lower the barrier to entry until it is easier to do the task than to avoid it. If you want to read more, don't leave the book on the shelf. Open it to page 1 and leave it on your pillow. Now, the friction of starting is 0. If you need to clean your room, don't say, I need to clean the room. That's too big. Say, I'm going to pick up this one sock. Completing a tiny task gives you a tiny hit of dopamine. That hit gives you the fuel to do the next tiny task. Stop trying to be a hero. Be a person who does stupidly easy things, one after another, until the job is done. Step 3. Stop deciding when to work and decide how to start. The silent killer of productivity is decision fatigue. Every time you ask yourself, should I work out now or later, you burn mental energy. You need to remove the decision entirely using implementation intentions. This is the if-then technique. You tie the work to a trigger that already happens automatically. Instead of saying, I'll write tomorrow, you say, when I pour my morning coffee, I will open my laptop. If I brush my teeth, then I immediately put on gym clothes. If I sit on the couch, then I put my phone in the other room. You are automating your success. When the trigger happens, the action follows. No negotiation allowed. Here is the reality. Procrastination is a feedback loop. You feel bad, so you avoid the work. Avoiding the work makes you feel guilty, so you avoid it more. But you can reverse the loop. By shrinking the task to 2 minutes, making the first step stupidly easy, and automating your triggers, you replace the guilt with action. And action is the only true antidote to anxiety. So here is your challenge for right now. Pick one thing you've been putting off. Just one. Shrink it down to a 2-minute version. Maybe it's just opening the document. Maybe it's just locating your running shoes. Do that one stupidly easy thing. Because getting started isn't a mountain you have to climb. It's just a pebble you have to flick. And honestly, it's easier than you think, actually.